morning. If Rachel Pixie ends up watching this, put your raincoat on. Borrowed it. You know I've had it for ages because one day we will meet up again. But it was raining last night and I just thought I can't hold an umbrella while I'm walking to work. So I've been out of a routine for 2 weeks. That felt like 2 months. And I can't wait to get back in the routine, my routine. I think sometimes it's good to break a routine, but it's really good to get back in one. So that's why when I was off for the last couple of weeks of school holidays, it was nice to not be in a routine, but then getting back into it for like, so I think it's nearly 6:30. Hi Sue, I thought you might be here early morning. I kept expecting it to be dark, but it's not, so I feel weird. So I've got to try and get to work for 7, and I'm on a stretch where I'm normally a bit further on. I was fanning around this morning, looking at the earphones that I can't find just so I can listen to something on the way to work, which seems to make it go faster. And I will get out of breath because I've not done this walk for 2 weeks, like I said, which feels like 2 months. So if you can hear me panting, that's why. And also, I walk quite fast. When I say walk, I don't walk slow, but I'm probably not as fast as I normally am. But yeah, I'm sure I just thought I'll come on a bit further up than I normally am when I come on in the morning when we're doing the walk, just to have a chat, because it makes it go faster. That's if anyone's there anyway, but I can still ramble on anyway and people can listen after. How are you this morning, Sue? Feels good this morning though. I'm glad to get back to work. Fella was saying as well, can't wait for this week. I thought, yeah, that's the energy we need to be in, because we don't know, what the week holds for us. But I do believe, if you believe, and keep it in a high frequency, like I was saying yesterday, the intentions for the week today, Monday being day, the universe will bring in the thing that you're, wanting. It'll line up with you. A bit tired, yeah. I'm not at the minute, but when my alarm went off, I was like, oh God, because obviously I've been having some lie-ins, even though I always think it's best to get up early. I have to get up early anyway. So, it feels cooler, but I won't know till later. It is cooler because I'm walking that fast. And I've got this little rain mac on, which is Rachel Pixie's. Need to order a thin one because I can't wear thick coats to get too hot because at the speed I'm walking. By the time I get to the point where I normally talk to you guys, I'll be roasting and I'll have to put a fan on at work just to cool me down for a bit. And I've got my fella's hat on today, which it just makes me laugh hands on. This isn't my sort of hat, but put it on because I thought if it rains, because it's like a bucket shaped hat, it should keep the rain off me a little bit. It's more his hat. He's a hat person, he's got loads of hats. I've got a few hats, depends what I like, style yeah, but he used to be into Oasis, so yeah, that's all it reminds me of anyway. But yeah, I went and chilled last night. I was doing a bit of a drawing, sketching again. Not done that for a while, but it feels like it. Yeah, sick of being hot now, yeah. So we're allowed fans at work, so I took my own in. And I just, obviously when it was hot I was using it. But if I get a sweat on like I am now, I'll be roasting one again, so I'll put it on. It's really funny where I'm walking now. I have to go past my ex's house, which is just weird, funny. But yeah, Finn's back at school today, said he was excited. I don't know if he meant excited for work, I think he meant excited to see his friends, to get a bit bored after a while and some holidays. Oh, and congratulations Sue, because I don't go on Facebook a lot, and I'm sure I've stuff on there, but I believe you've got your second grandchild, and a few of you I know have had who have grandkids have had a few more as well, so that's nice. Just concentrating, getting, I don't know what time it is. I don't know how many steps I've done. I found the stepper, oh it's 6:30, I found the stepper, which is cool. I found my stepper, just so we can keep track. I like to keep track of it. Yes, he's gorgeous. His mother starts reception tomorrow. He's 4 now, flipping it. That's gone quick, but it does go quick, doesn't it? It was really, really quick. Like I said yesterday, Finn's at that age where he's just very, like children are, sort of, yeah, a bit of a gobshite that, you know, knows everything, all that sort of stuff, answers back, you know, trying to push his boundaries. And obviously as with parents, we try to put them in, because they have to have some, obviously. People out there who think, you know, you shouldn't have boundaries, because, well, they do, because it's what keeps them safe sometimes. It doesn't mean it's forced on them, but, you know, it's a bit like someone was, I think it was on Sasha Stone's video last night, was talking about in America. So obviously what happens over there comes over here. People who were stopping the, let's say people in camps, people are into this and not into it, but it doesn't matter, trying to bring the age down to having the you know what to 12. Lots of parents and patriots over there are not having it because they can't make decisions like that at that age. It's like the whole thing with the transgender thing. It's not that anyone who's against that, because there's been people in that, you know, what you class as that say they're not for it either, as in trying to push it on the kids, which they have been doing because it is an agenda, at younger and younger age. So they're wanting to try and remove parts or whatever at a very, very young age when they haven't even developed in the development, I'd sort of even say in the brain, in the mind, where you don't hear the stories of where the kids have then turned back and not wanted to do that, and they've messed themselves up, as in reported a few years ago there was a young boy that had gone in the toilet and tried to chop his you know what with I think it was a nail clipper. He was only about 4, because he's seeing all that being pushed, you know, and they're the sort of operations you really need to think about and go through a process and live with it for a while before you make that massive decision, because like I said to people who've done it and then they've regretted it because it's not actually what they wanted. Even if they were living a certain way, but you know, to remove a part, let's say. But and that's what I think is how mainstream media use their devices as a weapon, especially on the children, as we know, which goes through celebrities, you know, advertising, what seemed to be cool at the time, people will all do. I mean, it's like the girls today who are having, you know, the lips injected. Hold on a minute. I know they're all doing that, all the young ones, because it's in fashion. My niece does it, but not to the extent of stupidness, even though there was nothing wrong with the lips in the first place, but it's that thing that's put out. But the ones who are, they always take it further, and there was some woman who hers popped or something because they were too big. I mean really big as in, I don't know how people drink or eat or anything, but that's only an example. Like I said, I know plenty do it, they're fine, but when it's pushed and pushed and pushed, when it's in fashion, people will do it, but a lot of people go over the top with things as well. So, probably get people to get triggered about that, but I think people understand what I'm saying. Yeah, they do look, yeah, I was about to say fat stalls, they look like fat stalls. I think that's the hook, that's the push, that everybody looks the same. So today when I sort of see younger girls that are not going with celebrities or trying to look like a celebrity, do all that, I think they're very unique in these days. But it's each to their own. But I'm saying when it's a bit out of balance, it doesn't look right. Yeah. But that's how the media uses to push things, also to sell things. As we know, it brings in money. So, yeah. I think I'm probably going to make it with minutes to spare. I don't know. So I thought I'd walk with you. So I'm walking with Sue because Sue's there. Yeah. So I wonder what's going to unfold this week. It's going to be interesting. Someone said the other day, I think they got triggered by a post I put up about the you-know-what that people were having. And they said something about Trump and him having it. He had, I can't say the word, hydroxychloroquine. I can't say the word at all. Yeah. And they said about his daughter, she had vitamin C. And it was called, it started with the word J, A and then something else, because you can have them. That doesn't mean because she had a J, A, and it was the other. So, just seen four magpies, someone's going to have a little boy. But yeah, and it's funny this morning as well because I got a message off someone I must have spoke to ages ago, but I didn't know who it was and they didn't know who I was, and they were like, I know I've met, was it at a rally or a meeting? And they said, was it at a Tommy Robinson meeting? And I was like, no, because that was ages ago, I used to speak about that. No, but he's still going. I said the whole, everything we've all been talking about is still to do with a lot of things that he was talking about at the time, and he still is, which is good. They never give up because warriors don't. And the person who messaged me was like, well, it's in good hands and they're going against the elites, whatever you want to call them. And I was like, yes, yep. He actually said the devil, but same thing to me. Someone else there as well. There was other people watching, they might just be listening. Sleepy. So, what time is it soon? Well, there's a bit of a road I get to where I think, oh, I'm nearly there. But then when I get to that bit, there's still like quite a bit to go. And when I was off, I was a bit annoyed because I knew I wouldn't be walking as much as I do to work and back. So it's like I've not used, it's like exercise, thanks. Got like 20 minutes. Trying to speed up now. Because I was just getting into the walking and obviously the gym. And then because I had 2 weeks off, obviously I wouldn't be going to work. And I haven't really been to the gym because I've been off with Finn. So I'm glad that I'm back doing it. Because I feel like it would have been 2 extra weeks. That would have made a little bit of change. But we'll see if we get there. And then turn the camera back around and get off the main road. So like the camera's wobbling everywhere as it is because obviously I'm walking. So yeah, what people are talking about, you can feel it anyway, September energies. They're very strong. I did a bit of light damage in the oils last night. That's over on, I don't know if it's on the videos or community page. I did put my quantum healing video up from Unbiased on Defence from 2 years ago. Makes no more sense to me now. Obviously if it would, and then a bit like future-proof, past-proof future. But yeah, they're saying there's a lot of energies hitting there, and not a lot of them are going to make me feel terribly good. So if you're saying you're tired, you're out of sorts, emotional, whatever it is, or the other, good, just be aware. And that's why you hear a lot of people saying, you know, do what you need to do to get through it. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just finding it really weird that it just feels white. I thought it'd be a little bit darker this morning. Obviously it is when I get up, but I have walked down here at this time when it's darker. Or maybe it's because I got down here a bit early by the bus. But I need to speed up. This is a bit where when I get to the bottom of this hill, I'm like, right, so yeah, I need to get a speed up by the time I'm getting up and sweating, which is good. So, I don't think this hat suits me, this style of hat doesn't suit me. But, and I actually don't need it on. I just realised I'm like, I don't need it on because it's not raining. Put it on so I didn't have to hold an umbrella because I thought it was going to rain. And then I just realised, why have it? Oh God, I'm dropping it. It's not even my hat. Dropping the hat. It's not even mine. I don't imagine, like, have you been wearing my hat today? I'll be like, no, I just borrowed it. So, yeah, that feels less spotty. Look at the grey. So, I feel like ripping my coat off and everything now. It's really hot. But make sure I'm not on the bike lane. So yeah, it's really funny because, like I said, 2 weeks off work feels like 2 months. I'm going back. I'm quite happy I'm going seeing everybody. And the girl I work next to, she's Polish, she's lovely. Good English as well, so we have chats with each other. So it'll be nice to see her. I've like missed my workmates. You know, some people are like, oh, I'm going back to work. I'm like, I'm quite happy. Let's go back, get in the routine, see what everyone's been up to, see what's going on. I've got a contract as well, so that's got to be sorted out. But yeah. But the first few days I'll probably feel quite tired later on, like I'm quite awake now, I've got a coffee bag, but I know in a bit, depending on what job I'm put on, I'll be like, oh, tired. But I finish at a decent time. I know I start early, but Sue, what time is it? What time is it? Oh, I've got to get up this hill in a minute, and then I'm at work, aiming for 7 o'clock. I've got to be in, still clocking in as well, which I find hilarious. The bike coming. Yeah, clocking in I find. I'm quite old fashioned, but I like clocking in and out, so I should 6:45. What is it? Still 6:45? Is it still 6:45? Because that's quite good. I've got 15 minutes, which I will hit work just before. The only thing I don't like is when I used to get the bus, I used to get in a bit earlier, and I'd have about 10 minutes to spare. 15 minutes to spare, which I've always been like that at work. It's normally half an hour to spare. I'd get anywhere earlier. You can't get in this place early. Have a drink and chill out, get my thoughts together for the day, and then go in. But with walking, I can't. So why does the traffic seem busier? This is really weird. It seems busy then. Oh yeah, it's probably because I was probably, like I said, a little bit earlier than usual when I used to get the bus. But I've enjoyed the walk because it's fresh air in, in your lungs. You're looking at nature. Like I like to look at all the greenery, which will soon be changing with autumn. The sun coming up. It's all healing, so it's great. And the walk's not that bad. It's a pretty straight one, but yeah. But like I said, it's going to be really funny going in work. I feel like I haven't seen anybody for ages. Like my supervisor was off for 2 weeks, and then a week, and then I was off, so we haven't seen each other for ages. He's dead funny. So, oh yeah, I'm really hot and sweaty now. And I've got a raincoat on, so obviously it's not very breathable. Don't know if anyone can, recommend like a walking jacket, a thin jacket, a sports jacket that's breathable, like rainproof but breathable. Because like I said, even in winter, I won't be able to walk as fast as I do with a jumper or anything. I'll get changed at work, so I'll do that. But it was really funny because the other day my mum posted me what had gone out, like a little post had gone out about walking. Because I said to my fellow when I was at the gym a few weeks ago, I won't need to do cardio because of the walk that I'm doing in the morning and in the afternoon. And he said, he's always said like walking's not really that good for you. I said, yes it is, especially if you walk at a good pace. I mean walking's good no matter what pace, but to do anything about moving anything is like a good pace that's building sweat up, which I am now. And it's proven. I said it's better on the joints. It's just as, people who jog, you can still walk far and it's still the same. But I had a sore knee once, which has gone, but I prefer walking. And I said to him, it burns belly fat, it burns fat, walking at a pace. You've got to be walking at a good distance as well, but it's better on your joints than running. And I know that when him and his mates go to the gym, we do bound around a lot on the treadmill, and he gets a bit of a sore back and it doesn't really help with it. And it's not that he has to do much either, because he's quite fit in himself. Like he does other bits, he doesn't really need to do that, but like I said, walking's really good for him. got Sue on time watch. I've got this little hill to go up, and I'm at work, so what are we at now? I've made it. I really thought I was going to be a few minutes late, not that it'd matter, but I hate being late to anything. I'm not one of them people who are late, and one of the bugbears is when people are late. You know, out in the world anyway, so breathing now. Little trees. Hi Mr. B, 7:14. I'm just getting into work. I think Sue's still there. I'm assuming it's not 7 yet anyway, even if I've got minutes to go, because I've got to be in work at 7. Oh my god. And I've got a tuna salad on me today with 2 oranges. So I'm having all day. Some water with is it iodine? A bit of iodine. Women need that. Oh yeah. You've got to pump it up this hill. I've just seen a rabbit up there. In bushes. Lots of rabbits. This is where I sort of do my, this is my incline. Quick brisk walk. I wouldn't say it was a quick one. It's about a 45-minute one, but yeah. I don't know if Sue's still there, but I'm going to check the time. Yeah, 6:51. I've got plenty of time. So I've made it. I'm good. Yeah. Thanks, Sue. So, thanks for joining me. I'll be going in a minute. Sweating me out. I feel like I need a shower already. I'll have to deal with that one again. Oh, I need my fan. But you'll see me doing a lot more walks in the morning. Now I'm getting back in a routine. I did have a little phone stick thing, so I can hold my phone out, tripod. But again, I've lost it. Like I lost my stepper, but found it again. So lost my earphone this morning, but I'll find it. I remember putting it away thinking I'll stick it there and it'll be safe. Just spotted my supervisor. I'm slowing down now. Oh, so sweaty. This coat doesn't help. Better undo it actually. Jesus. Hopefully I'll be on a nice easy job this morning, just to get back into what I'm doing. Hopefully I haven't forgot what I do. But anyway, I will see you guys probably tomorrow morning. I might do a walk on the way home, so we'll see if any photos come up, anything I want to talk about. I might pop on the way home from work. But you will see me at some point this week, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, Sue, for being the clock watcher. We made it with minutes to go.